I see, I see people talking about how Instagram is losing users. Thoughts? People are always going to come and go on social platforms. When they make changes, algorithm, platform changes, people are going to get up in arms because they don't like things. And there's a ton of misinformation on social media. People right now are raging because Instagram is no longer photos, but it is. People are just fear-mongering and they're spreading terrible rumors and not listening to people who actually understand these platforms. They're no longer photo first, they're video first, and it's not because they're trying to compete with Instagram or with TikTok or with YouTube. It's because consumers are telling them by their actions and interactions on Instagram what they want to see. Users are spending time watching videos. Users are not spending time looking at photos. So based on what users are doing, that's where they're leaning more heavily into. But some people get nasty about it and they start petitions and they do all of these things that aren't going to make any difference because the apps haven't changed that much. You still have the ability to post photos, to see photos, and you can train your algorithm what you want to see on Instagram. But that has resulted in some people saying they're going to leave. And if they are, that's fine. Goodbye. There are other places you can go. You don't have to be here. We actually like the idea of people leaving specific apps because it means everyone else is now going to get more visibility. So if people do want to leave an app, if they're mad at TikTok or if they're mad at Instagram, if they're mad at YouTube, that means creators will get more views and will get more positioned to be seen because there are less people on it. This elevates the status of these different apps. So if people want to leave because they've misunderstood or because they've been given misinformation, let them go. Bless and release. We let those people out into the wild and they can go do what they want. But this is actually going to be more beneficial to the users because now we have the ability to see more of what we like, the way that we like it. We can consume things in the way that we choose to consume it, and our content will be consumed more. So maybe people will leave and maybe they will come back. We see this a lot. People will get mad at apps and they'll say, I'm leaving. And then a few weeks later, they're back. A few months later, they're back. Something changes and they're back. It happens. So you will always find people have the ability to find something online to be upset about. And sometimes it's talk and sometimes it's action. But either way, it's going to balance itself out. So yeah, people will probably be mad at things, but that's the way it is. Do I think Instagram is going to die off? No. Not at all. Instagram is very good at keeping up with the times. Instagram is owned by Facebook, and Facebook is very good at keeping up with the times. Right now, Facebook has been, and for many years, Facebook has been working toward futuristic things. They've been working on the metaverse. They've been working on a 3D immersive community for us to be in. And they have been working on this for many, many years. I remember sitting in my parents' living room back when my dad was still around, and I listened to the very first time they started talking about the metaverse and this immersive 3D world that they were doing. That was years ago. It's something that they're still working on, and now we're starting to see it come to fruition because we're learning about the actual the next version of the internet, where we are going to have more control over our data and our information, where we have things like NFTs and where we're getting that immersive interactive space. They've been working on this longer than most of us knew that this was going to be a futuristic thing. So they're very good at pivoting and changing. Instagram is leaning into what its users want right now, which is video. Even though other people are screaming that they don't, by their actions, we know that users want to consume more video content. Video content is king right now. Video content is what is blowing up on social media because, think about it, we spend more time watching videos. We have 3 seconds to decide if we want to watch a video or not, but it only takes 1 second to decide if we want to see a photo. So 3 seconds versus 1 second, that's a 2-second difference, and that really adds up in the long run. It takes 7 seconds for people to decide if they want to stop to watch a live stream or not. That's longer times that people are on those apps. So we're seeing more and more people step over toward the video-based side. And not just video-based, but vertical short-form content. They want fast information entertainment, and they want that information and entertainment right now. And if they don't like it, they can scroll on to something else. We're changing the way we're consuming content, and all the social platforms are working with this. We're seeing TikTok right now evolve for longer form content because they know, as always, we see a swing back toward what we walked away from. We moved very quickly towards short form content during the pandemic, but now we're starting to see a swing back toward long form content. in the form of videos and blogs and articles. We're willing to spend a bit more time for something that's interesting to us. And so we're going to see swings in the content creation realm forever. It is always going to be changing and evolving. And the social platforms that evolve with it are the ones that are going to last. So Instagram is not going anywhere. Instagram is getting some bad press because people like to run their mouths about it, but it's not going to change the fact that they are adapting and changing to what consumers are, by their actions, telling the app what they want. And we're going to continue to see TikTok evolve, Instagram evolve, YouTube has been evolving. All the social platforms are adding in different realms. We're seeing LinkedIn do it. We're seeing some of the other platforms do it as well. So the longer you are in this business, the longer you're paying attention, the more you're going to see these things go in cycles, and people will rise and fall and rise and fall and rise and fall. And if you listen to the fear mongering, you're probably going to miss out on some really good marketing opportunities for yourself. And we just don't want to do that. So as all this is happening, just keep in mind, don't put your eggs in one basket. Don't rely on one single place to be putting your content or to be consuming content, because it could disappear at any point in time. And make sure you're diversifying what you're doing and really paying attention to what works right now. Lean into that and be prepared to change and pivot as things are changing and pivoting.